Macron slams two-term limit on French presidency as damnable bullshit.
Here's a summary of the article.
Paris. French President Emmanuel Macron slammed the two-term constitutional limit that means he must step down in 2027 as damnable bullshit, in comments at a meeting with party leaders on Wednesday. According to the far-left leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon, Macron said it was damnable bullshit that one could not be re-elected, words that were also confirmed to the AFP news agency by two participants. In France, presidents cannot be elected for more than 2 5-year terms, which means Macron is set to become the country's youngest former president, aged only 49. Macron reportedly expressed his frustration at France's rules at a meeting he called with party leaders from across the political spectrum to discuss possible policy areas they could work on. Currently, the French government often faces a gridlocked parliament because Macron's allies do not have a majority in the National Assembly. The French president and party leaders spent 12 hours locked in talks Wednesday, without access to their phones, to discuss a range of topics including Ukraine, inflation, purchasing power and institutional reform. The French presidential palace declined to comment on Macron's remarks.
This post received a score of 4,600, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Anytime a politician bitches about term limits, it's a good indication that everyone else wants him gone.
It's also a good indication that they're not.
And I'll add narcissist if I may. Undermining democracy for one's own benefit and grip on power. Edit. Oh geez, what have I begun?
If 5 feet 5 inches Frenchman? Nah.
He was average height at the time.
Some people just have a strong natural instinct for autocracy or dictatorship.
Most of the people who run for public office.
Doesn't it make our past presidents in the United States seem quaint? Obama, Clinton, even Bush, gracefully stepped down when their time was up. Edit. This post is getting a little popular, so I just wanted to take this opportunity to share this video. Timestamp the relevant part, but navigate to 59 to 50 if you're on mobile, from one of Obama's last press briefings, now 7 years ago. I think every American should watch Obama answer this person's question, as he expertly expresses what was happening in our country leading up to the 2016 election, and ultimately explains why Trump won, why Republicans win elections, where Democrats fail, and even how journalism has failed us. Obama gives a long answer, but pretty much all of what Obama says in this off-the-cuff response really captures the multifaceted reasons why our country is struggling. But towards the end he summarizes, Obama said this in 2016, but it is really prescient as Republican candidate Ramaswamy just recently started advocating for raising the voting age to 25.
Greater than Republican candidate Ramaswamy just recently started advocating for raising the voting age to 25. I'm sure he also fervently supports raising the minimum age for military service to 25, right? Since he truly believes that no one under 25 can be trusted to make important decisions?
Actually, he said that military service would be one way to fulfill the requirement to be eligible to vote at 18. The other option would be to pass a civics test. Greater than the other option would be to pass a civics test. Clearly something that won't be abused to the max in US. Closing square bracket opening parenthesis.
I know that that's a shit test and was evil, but I gotta say I enjoyed it. Outside of 2 questions that were next to impossible, most were almost mind teasers. Of course, when you have 10 minutes, missing a single question disqualifies you, and being disqualified robs you of a chance to vote. It's absolute evil. But sitting in bed at 12 a.m.? It somewhat reminded me of the LSAT, but without being multiple choice.
I don't like Macron's politics, but, come on. He said that during a 12-hour roundtable with all the leaders of parties represented in the parliament in order to discuss all the issues facing the nation. Liberation suggests it was a reaction to the idea put forward by Le Pen, far-right leader, S party, to replace the 5-year term with a non-renewable 7-year term. Not to the fact that there's a 2 consecutive terms limit for presidents.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.